Visual of Keith just
All
wandering
right,
through his
fellas.
house.
We are live. Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
What up, everybody?
How's it
Let me
going?
sound the party horn. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, we still have effects and everything too?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I said cheers, everybody.
You know what? I'm not used to being able to hear the effects in my ears.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I love it.
I'm like, why does this sound different for some reason?
These are ridiculous, the effects. Oh my god. My wife's supposed to bring me beer and when she gets home. Hopefully very
Epic.
soon.
I got a shout out to my wife who got me this fucking insane, like the raddest mug I've ever had in my whole life. This trooper
Can
mug.
you-
That's awesome.
You've seen that?
So
that
how's-
super beer that they have?
Yeah, so shout out to everyone in the chat. You got Rick, Scott, Alexis, Greg. Good to see y'all. Hell yeah.
Scott, what up, brother?
Who's Rusty Gypsy? Whoever that is sounds cool.
Wanna
All right,
party
well,
with you.
I think we should kick this off. So maybe we could start with little intros of what we all did for the album to give some context.
What up, Joe?
Yo, Joe.
Sounds great.
Start off with you, Danny,
Okay.
Mr. Man.
All right. Well, I am very attached to this album because I wrote the majority of the music, like the instrumental parts. Most of the songs start with guitar, and I'll demo them and often build out a song structure. And then together we would modify it and add lyrics. But a lot of the vision for the music was mine. So this is kind of my baby. And I play guitar, and I'm also managing the band. What about you, Sean?
So first and foremost, I am the drummer, so I recorded the drums. But beyond that, I had pretty much everything to do with the recording, the mixing, the mastering, the production, along with everybody else, of course, because we're all a group, so I can't decide everything for everybody. But I had a lot to do with how the album sounds and production.
Yeah, cheers to
In
Sean.
general.
Because the album sounds sick. Thank you, Sean.
Hell yeah,
He
bro.
nearly killed himself. I don't know if that'll come up, but Sean nearly died.
It's probably going to come up multiple times. I'll try not to be a Debbie Downer, but it's going to come up.
Death is just more metal anyway.
So how is Keith working? Or how about let's go to Kevin. Kevin, how about you?
Hi, my name is Kevin.
Can't.
I
you're,
play the
you're on
bass.
mute, Keith.
Real quick for people that are joining us that normally join our live streams, this is going to be a little bit different than the other ones in the past because the album did just drop today. So we're going to do a quick, well, not so quick listen through and little commentary along the way for those of you that didn't know that. And yeah, and I'm Kevin and I play bass and I kick ass.
Kevin's also. Hey, my dad's here. Hey, Dad. Kevin's also an Animal live, and we've played some of these songs live, so maybe he could talk about the on-stage feels.
What kind of animal are you, Kevin?
Just a little puppy. Just a little puppy.
Aww.
You got those puppy dog eyes, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Tim, who are you?
I'm Tim. I play guitar and I recorded guitar. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much.
I have
Yeah.
something to add about Tim. Tim is a trained classical musician, and he has an ear from hell. So he had a lot of thoughts on, tuning and theoretical fancy things.
It's true. Thanks for pointing that out, Dr. Man. I have a music
Yo.
degree. Yeah.
Did you forget?
What a bragger, dude. I mean, are you just gonna brag on
Fucking
that or what?
Big
All right.
shot.
Let's
Hey,
start this, man.
We got a Huff Dog here.
Oh wow,
by the
way,
how's it
buddy,
going?
Where am I supposed to go? On our YouTube page?
You're not there yet, dude.
Who are you, Keith?
Hi, my name Keith. I make sound with mouth.
Wonderfully timed to chime
Sweet.
there. Arthur, what up?
Well-
man? Shout out to Arthur.
But seriously, I have no idea where to go.
Are we
Go
good? We
to our
already,
YouTube page, or go to the Facebook page and just click on the link in our Facebook page.
Kevin's teaching me something for once. I like this.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Rick asked if Keith, if your camera's on a bobblehead.
Yes, it is. I have it on a special mode. It's just it's an extra effect that I just paid extra for. So
Oh man.
Yeah, we have our original bassist here, Hoff.
Hop dog.
So yeah, Keith not only makes sounds with his voice, but he also wrote all the lyrics. So if you like any of them words, they came from his brains.
I use predictive text for all of the lyrics actually. So
Hey Siri, write words.
Write me
What
epic
rhymes
songs.
All right.
That's how we write.
So should we get this thing rolling? Are you ready?
Let's do it,
Are you
dude.
set up, Keith?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go for it.
yeah, sorta.
All
And if
right.
anybody has any questions or anything about any of the songs along the way, feel free to chime in. But it doesn't have to be about the album. If you just want to know something or just want to, just want to hit us up, let us know.
Heck yeah. Thank you for being here. We're super stoked to be doing this with all you. So yeah, we want to interact
Heck
with you as
yeah.
much as possible.
Oh, yeah. Danny, are we going to do that little thing that we talked about?
We are going to
With-
do a little thing.
Yes.
So
What's the little thing?
the little
don't even
thing
know.
is you got to pay attention while we talk, because at the very end, we are going to give away a vinyl or another piece of merch if you already have a vinyl. If you can answer a question that comes from something we say in the next 50 minutes or whatever.
Wow.
So, yeah, giveaway if you can answer this Horizon trivia at the very end.
Oh, somebody from Vancouver. Looking forward to hearing your music.
Yo,
Sweet. You're here. You're on the thing and you haven't even heard it yet? Hell
welcome. All right, well, let's fucking do this.
yeah.
So here's the
Do
first
it.
track, Descending into Darkness. Who wants to
just
start
gonna-
talking about it?
It's just going to keep playing all the way through.
Can I give a
You
fun
probably
fact?
should.
Do it,
Yeah.
Tim. We only have a minute to
So-
talk about this song.
So
Okay,
these
go
are
back.
sounds that I did not make with my mouth on this track, but those will be coming up shortly.
Okay, so fun fact. I'm gonna say one, and then I'm gonna make Danny say one. This piano that you hear right now was recorded by my wife on, for any music nerds, on a full grand Steinway piano. Amazing.
At a-
Danny,
At a
what
church.
are these strings? What are these strings that we hear, Danny?
Yeah, the strings, the cello, and upright bass were recorded by my wife. And so this one, I came up with the arrangement for this. And if you listen closely to the melody, it's actually the chorus melody from the next song, Thanatos Rising. And the name of the track are the first few words that Keith sings in Thanatos Rising. So that's where the name and the melodies come from. And we're almost over. Anything else on that?
That went really
Yeah.
fast.
And Alex, no, that song was not written first.
All right, so we're on to the title track, Thanatos Rising.
There's a lot to say about this one. I think it's pretty interesting. This track was a demo that we started with in 2013. And for whatever reason, it took us a
That one,
really
holy
long...
shit.
2013, right, Danny?
That was my first demo, yeah.
I think, was that before the last EP, in
Yeah.
Entrapment?
Yeah, it just didn't make it.
It didn't make the cut. I think it was probably around 2018. We decided to start doing band meetings where we were going to do arrangement, talking about the songs and modifying them together. And we cut out some complexity in the verses and the choruses. We added the pre-chorus that wasn't there. I think we might have added the bridge as well. And then after all that, Keith got inspired, and I'm pretty sure he just came up with most of this all at once.
Yeah, I remember this song sitting on the shelf for. We had it always in like our catalog, and then we would just fucking skip over it, and we're like, let's work on other stuff, and we kept pushing it, and eventually this ended up being the title track.
Well, we had a folder that we would put. We were working on different ways to kind of write songs. We were trying out different tactics, and we had a folder with like riffs in it, and Danny would put the riffs in there. We would all like kind of listen to it and kind of see if that's one that we wanted to start working on and turn into a song.
Whoa,
and,
wait, no, yeah.
Real quick, this is my favorite part of any of our songs to play live.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just think it's funny because I think it was Rick that said the poster behind Sean, it's actually of my cat, which my cat's behind me.
Tim, any thoughts on this?
I just like hearing it.
On this exquisite.
I could talk a little bit about it. So the original working title was Torture, and because it had kind of this like painful dark sound, darker than a lot of our other songs, and some of this chuggy stuff I was really inspired, especially the intro, like old Opeth and even some Gojira kind of heavy chug stuff. And so yeah, it was pretty different for us, and like they said earlier, it took a lot of revisions before we got it to this point.
Yeah, I think we really only pulled out like the main riffs, you know, and kept those, if I remember right, from the song, and then kind of reworked everything else.
Yeah, I think there was a different version of drums that was busier, and then after we simplified the guitars for the verse and the chorus, the drums got simplified too. And yeah, that from then on it was a little different, and you really took the vocals to another level because there's harmonies, counter harmonies, doubles, triples. It's screaming doubles on top of lead vocals. It's super layered. It's like the barber shop quartet part, you know, and the pre-chorus.
That's my shit, man. I love doing all the layers and shit. That was fun.
And also,
shredding there, dude.
oh, what did you say?
But Kevin, that was some pretty good shredding there, dude. Remember was air
Thanks,
guitar.
dude.
This was we just came out with a music video for this song, and this is sort of like the first like kind of professionally shot video we did.
Who shot it, you asked?
I did, but I've spent a lot of money on camera gear and lighting, and I spent probably 50 hours just editing that video. It was actually in my garage, but I think we worked really hard to make it look cooler than a garage video, and so I'm pretty proud of it. Can't wait to do more videos. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't seen it.
I totally forgot.
The Thanatos guy is me.
What? That's
I
not
think
the
people know.
question then.
Sorry, Keith, what were you gonna say?
I totally forgot that I came up with the
Pre-chorus.
pre-chorus riff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that until we were talking last time.
All right, we're on to A Distant Echo.
Maybe
So
you
fun
didn't
fact.
even know. Okay.
The working title for this one was called Health Rash that Danny came up with. And this is probably one of the funnest recordings for drums that I had playing it. It's just really high energy, and this style is actually really easy for me, which might contradict what some people think.
But I think my demo was a little faster, right? Did we have to slow it down a little bit, or no?
I don't remember that. Is that true?
I'm not sure. I know that's happened once or twice. Maybe it wasn't this song, but
I think that might have been End of Entrapment. It's pretty fast.
shout out to Nikki. She filmed all of my parts, including the Thanatos stuff. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
This part was funny because I tried a bunch of different stuff on the pre-chorus and kind of like showed everyone and was like, hey, I got like all these ideas, you know, which one sounds better? And Sean was like, I like them all. And I was like,
no, yeah.
Okay, if you can mix all that shit in there, not make it sound like buttholes, then go for it. And
There's definitely multiple songs where Keith gave me all these vocal parts, most of them muted, and then I took everything he gave me and more and put everything in the song. That's
the one thing.
That's how
about,
it became what it is.
You know, recording vocals by yourself, it's like sometimes you need a second opinion, and you know you don't have that if you're doing it by yourself. So that's why I would keep everything or keep the stuff that I thought was good, and then kind of show everybody and get kind of like a different perspective on it and see kind of how everybody else felt about it before
I also liked all the shit you added on it. And Jessica here says this one's her favorite track. We want to know which tracks you like the best, so definitely let us know in the chat. This is Tim Hall on the shred.
Kevin, shred, do it.
Kevin's got the face for it.
This song has one of my favorite bass tones of the entire album.
Yeah. It's also a higher key, so I think it kind of comes through more.
The thrashier songs, the bass tones came out a lot more a lot more prominent.
I think this is my favorite part of the song, the outro.
Dude, can I just say real fast? There's something about the end right here where it's like I like get into this groove and then Sean changes the drum beat and I get out of it and I'm like, wait, no, I want that back. And then he goes back to it for a second. Like keeps you wanting more.
Alright, we're on Lost in a Dream.
For me, this song is way louder right here right now. It's weird. It just went down. Did you change anything, Danny, or no?
No.
Okay. Alright, just went weird.
So the working title on this one was Pumped Up, for those that care to know.
Yeah.
God, I forgot about that. I haven't heard that in forever.
So this is a question for you guys. Did we actually play this one live once?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we did.
I think we did.
Was it just one time?
Yeah.
So that's one thing about this album is we actually had enough time to play some of these songs live and kind of vibe them out before we recorded it. And I think it really helps to kind of have the song kind of have its own personality. And for at least drums, I kind of improvise things different when it comes to playing for a crowd.
This has my favorite, this song has my favorite break. That part that's in the intro at like 30 seconds, which I'm sure a lot of people agree with the bass drop and everything.
Boom.
Also, I think this is the song that has the part that I had the most trouble recording.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was there.
That middle break part fucking took forever.
Because he had to copy Sean's weird pattern.
Yeah, I just did this completely random thing right here, and or we're past it, but you guys know what it is when you hear it. And
I think it's coming up.
It's coming up right after this.
Right here.
There it is, right here. Yeah.
So yeah, the bass actually matches.
Yeah, I'm following the kick drum, which is we had it at one point. We had it written out on a piece of paper. Basically like music, you know, like a sheet of music with just all the bass hits emphasized for me to try and fucking learn.
Damn, Kevin was talking over one of my favorite parts.
What a dick. Wait, Kevin, did you like space out like the notes like rhythmically or something like that? Like space them out to know like there's a break longer than and stuff like that?
I think we gave him like hand signals too, like.
Oh man, I didn't even know that. What?
Dude, it took hours.
Yeah, I was playing the part in like the back of his shoulders to help him out and stuff.
He was playing it on my back.
Who's Coffee Toffee?
It's my bro, dude.
Oh, yo. Tim, you gotta do what he's asking for here.
But I didn't see what he's saying. Does he tell me to do a metal stream or something?
Says hail, high pitch.
There's a part that passed that I specifically asked John to do. Like, it's where it says intelligence, and then there's like the response to that, and I wanted it to go intelligence, and Sean made that happen, and I was like, yes. That's all I want.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Just got to make things happen.
Good job, Sean.
The first part of this solo is one of my favorite solo parts. It's Tim's solo, but he and Keith play the same note at the same time. Like Keith does a high note and Tim matches him. Listen for that. It's like
That was exciting.
extra sick.
There's a Pat Benatar song that does exactly like that. I can't remember off the top of my head which song it is exactly, but
There's a few
Some
songs like that
inspiration right
where like the guitar matches the vocals note, and you can't tell like if it's the singer doing that or if it's the guitar. Like
I
there's a
love
couple
that.
songs like that
Yeah.
I've heard. And I'm like,
it's
sounds
cool,
really
man.
cool.
I'm glad we did it. Hey,
Yeah.
did we say this already? Fathead Productions. Did this person comment yet?
Oh yeah.
First
that's
time hearing us?
Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
won't be the last.
I think that's the Vancouver friend.
Okay,
Thanks
that's
for
great. I was
hanging out.
Sweet.
You're
Yeah,
officially
alright.
part of.
Sorry you caught us the day we're talking over everything.
So I'm pretty
But thanks
sure
for
we
being here.
decided to. Didn't we extend the chorus one more time once we talked
did.
about pre-production?
Yeah.
Used to have one less chorus, so this part got tacked on at some point.
Oh, and Joe asked where we played it. Oh, where did we fucking
Malone's.
play it? Malone's.
Malone's, yeah.
Once.
Was it Malone's?
There you
On
go.
the small stage, and it went okay. So then we didn't play it again live for a while.
So
Bummer.
Keith,
Uh,
tell us about Eternity's Door.
Yeah.
This is the song I play on guitar. Actually, the guitar's right over here too. Yeah, we've kind of made it like a tradition to for me to have like a little instrumental like interlude type thing on our albums. There was one I did the intro to the first album. I did it all on like Ebo, all on guitar. And then on Somnus, I did Somberland, all on acoustic and stuff. So this one, I just was messing around and just layered a bunch of stuff, at home, just demoing, and I showed everybody, and everyone liked it. So I was like, cool, let's do it. Went over to when we actually tracked it. I went to we did it at Danny's house, and I didn't have any bass or anything written to it, so I kind of made that stuff up on the fly, and turned out pretty cool. And I got to play a little guitar, so I was happy.
Yeah, Keith kicks
play
ass.
guitar.
All right.
This is going by fast, dude.
Yeah, it's going by
totally.
way faster than I thought. Okay, so this is Prisoner to Yourself. The working title for this one was Road to War.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dang, Sean with the knowledge, man.
Yeah, I got pages of notes here.
Sean's got notes, son.
This was one of the tracks I wrote to like kind of bridge the gap between different songs. So we first had a set of songs, but then we really wanted to make this album flow, and so a few of the songs were written like purposefully to take you from one song to the next. And so like the first, especially the beginning of this and the end of it, is really intentionally like trying to transition you. But yeah, it's Road to War, and my idea was it kind of has this like I don't know, like you're preparing for battle or something, and I think the next song is a little more like intense, like you're in the battle, so it's kind of more reflective, and I think Keith's lyrics match that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that the album was very, very specifically laid out before. You had these songs that were going to go in this order. It was very intentional the way that everything was written and everything. It wasn't just we didn't have a handful of songs and manipulate them so that it would kind of have a good ebb and flow to it. But
Right.
it was very, very intentional.
Yeah, and I remember the first, like, one of the first full versions where we strung a bunch of songs together was in 2018. 3 years ago, like a demo version of everything. And I know you listened to that a few times, Kevin, didn't you? You were like checking the flow of it way back then.
Oh yeah. I love when albums do that kind of stuff. And when it, you know, especially there's some albums that are just, for the lack of better term, like monotone all the way through. But this definitely has that whole, like, you know, ups and downs to it, I think. And I think it fits in pretty well.
We lost our singer.
Hey, Danny, can we answer a quick question real fast from Coffee? He asked, Danny, do you use thicker strings?
Thank you, Coffee. I do not really use thicker strings, so my highest string is a 9, and my lowest is a 54. So
I use spaghetti.
But how thick? How thick is your spaghetti?
Linguine. Al dente, though.
What is the girth of it?
Very, very important. Before we lost Keith, I noticed him showing a picture of his like charging cable.
Oh, I love this part.
This part of the song.
Yeah.
This is the Bohemian Rhapsody part. I mean,
Keith was stuck on this vocal part for a while, and I kept telling him to go to like a Lady of the Sea. For those that don't know, that's one of our much older songs, but has a really epic kind of vocal part like that. I was like, dude, do it like the fucking Lady of the Sea part, and I think he pulled that off.
He did like that, like times 3.
by the way,
Yeah, I could say like a large number and be like, wow, times infinity, but like really, it's like he did it. It's amazing.
this guitar solo right here is one of my favorites, and sometimes when I write a solo, I'll sing it out and then figure out how to play it. So this was one of those ones where maybe it sounds more vocal because I actually like came up with a melody in my head and probably sang it into my phone and then had to like kind of figure out how to play it. But I particularly like that one.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite solo on the album.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, fuck you, Tim. And also, Arthur asked, what amps are the rhythm guitars recorded with? All the guitar was recorded with my Bogner Helios. 100 watts.
And Sean has a question too from Vancouver guy.
How long have I been drumming for? I started drumming when I was 13 in jazz band in middle school, and now I'm 35. So
Yo.
whatever the math is on that.
3 years, buddy. 3 years. You progress quickly.
All right, Hidden Evil. Should we
classic,
check on Keith?
man.
Where is that guy?
So, I was wondering, Danny, did we? I think we deleted Hidden Evils and Virtual Deception from Spotify, the original versions. Is that correct?
Yes, but they are on Bandcamp.
Okay.
If
So-
you need to hear the original.
For the ultra fans that have the original.
Actually,
versions of
someone just
this
bought
song.
the 2017 singles on Bandcamp. So I don't know
Really?
who, but they wanted the whole history.
That's
Well,
awesome.
thank you, whoever that was. I hope it is the Vancouver guy or gal.
Thank you, Rick, on the riffs here. I'm proud of these riffs. I feel like they were a riff, one in a million, where it just has a lot of groove. This song, the working title was Khalasar. Any Game of Thrones fans might know that that's the Dothraki army, and they always ride on horses. And so, Keith's asking to come back. I don't see him, but anyway, so there's a lot of gallops here and grooves that sounds like an army kind of charging. Keith, try to call back in. I don't see you. Where's the
This
Keith?
is another one that I think we played this one live
A lot.
like a dozen times,
Yeah.
and
We played this one.
I'm actually pretty proud of when I recorded this take of the drums. I did the first take, I got all the way to, I think, the solo, maybe, and a little bit past it, and I kept everything. Didn't even re-record it, and that's the only thing I recorded. And so probably the whole song got recorded in like 15 minutes, which is unusual on drums.
Good job, dude.
This is my favorite song to play live. It's really easy to be animated to this song, and there's a lot of cool parts to be able to do, like fun stage moves.
Dude, I remember the working
Whatever.
title was Cauliflower, but like I hadn't watched Game of Thrones at that time. As of now, I've seen the whole series, and I'm like putting that together now. I can't believe I didn't realize that. Crazy, man. Pretty awesome though.
Am I sweating?
I
What's going
played
on
the
here?
drums on a Mapex Saturn kit with a Mapex Wraith snare drum and Zildjian K cymbals.
Yep. Sorry. I'm trying to find Keith. And
thank you,
doing
Joe.
weird stuff.
Ooh, Jake's here too.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Gonna buy it on Bandcamp. You the man, Scott. Carly says it's a banger. Good to see you, Carly.
Harley, what up? Hey, I have a question from a friend of mine, Tim Anderson, former singer of Shadows Entwined,
Oh,
who texted me
shit.
this question. He's watching right now, but he can't chat. He doesn't have a YouTube account. But his question is this concept album related in any way to the previous concept albums or songs? Or is it its own separate concept album? I feel like that's a long answer.
I think it's kind of important to say that Danny has his own concept in, I guess, the melodies and the order and the feeling, and then completely separate to that, Keith writes the lyrics, and they don't really intersect in the fact that like everybody's independently inspired in this band, and we don't really put limits and we don't really direct everyone that much. So it's kind of it's an answer that both Danny and Keith can answer.
Yeah. Maybe we'll save it to the end
who's
and
Keith?
expand on that.
I'm gonna see if I can add him in Skype, so you guys take the lead.
And Karina, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
So this song, actually, the first thing that we recorded for this was drums, and I had the intro, the verse, and the chorus programmed out as an idea, and I kind of had this inspiration to make a song that was kind of like old school thrash metal, kind of like Blackened, Justice for All feel that goes on the beat, off the beat. So I dropped that, sent it to Danny, and then pretty much I think within like a couple days he sent back exactly what you hear. No changes need to be made.
Yeah.
And this song came together just super easy.
This part, this bass line here, it's a little tough to hear because it's super fucking busy. And I remember kind of coming up with an idea, and then Danny was like, I think I got a better idea for this part. And he like sent
Keith's
me
here.
the fucking, and then he like sent me the fucking video of what he's playing, and I'm like, I gotta learn this shit now, like this crazy complicated thing, which in reality wasn't all that complicated, but
Hey,
it was still no, I mean, my little fat fingers still have some problems playing it, but
thanks.
yeah,
Tim.
that's a great little bass line.
Rick said the video is badass. Yeah, that was we have a sci-fi video with a bunch of old movie clips. Check that out on YouTube. That was fun.
Thanks, Hot Dog.
Dude, what is Goop Keith? He has like a black screen.
I may have tried to. I think I
He's
can
in
add
the
him
chat.
on. I think I can add him on Skype.
He's
Hey,
at
Keith.
least in the chat, everybody. Just so you know, he's in the chat.
Keith, just talk through there. Tell people what's going on in the song. What did you think about these lyrics?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was put into question before us, Keith?
So this one, did we say what the working title on this yet?
The working title was Maze Runner, and before that,
Oh,
my
yeah.
working title was Shifty. And so we had two different working titles, and also the working title was Contact Imminent, but we decided to flip the words around, and now it's Imminent Contact.
I have a weird feeling this song is going to be tough to play live. For some odd reason, I feel.
Well,
I feel
you have
like
that bass part, but I think it's gonna be fine.
I think it's gonna be fun too.
It feels like the time is odd.
You just gotta like practice, bro. Just practice.
Also, this is the raddest ending to a song, any song ever.
Yeah, this is actually like top 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever on the album for me. I really, really, really like this song.
Yeah, and this track, this guitar tone's actually like a Telecaster tone, so a different guitar than I use for the rest of the pretty much the whole album.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I just can't
Yeah.
see
Yes,
you.
I can hear you.
You can't
the
see
hell,
me though,
Keith?
huh?
Where's your video?
I can see myself, so that's cool. This pro is like top notch.
Keith, I could try to add you on Skype too if you want to try that instead.
Don't matter to me, man.
Okay.
I'm ready to go either way.
There's a quick question and then a longer question. John wants to know if it's probably more for Keith, the Thanatos stuff an aesthetic choice, or do you have some connection to the mythical or the mystical element?
It's my bro Brziki. What up, Brziki?
Keith?
As far as or
Did you have any idea who Thanatos was
Aesthetic.
before you like went for it? Cool story, bro.
That's awesome.
Let's
Cool
move
information.
on. We can move on to Karina's question.
I think it's more of an aesthetic choice, Brziki. Just so we know. Yeah. There's not like a personal. I don't think. That's my take.
And
To give an answer.
yes, heads do bump in this band.
I don't know.
People are pretty opinionated sometimes, and we all make that choice.
It does happen from time to time, but I think we all kind of have different tastes, and we all have like really different personalities. So I think that for the most part we get over it and just make compromises, you know.
Yeah, it's never been anything like super brutal or anything like that. It's just 1,000 texts back and forth for fucking 3 days of us trying to come up with a compromise.
Maybe
So
we got
This
I have
song-
only Keith now. That's all we need. Just
this song, Destined For Despair, I don't remember what the working title was for this. Danny, do you know what this was?
yeah, it was Lost Without Light, because
Right.
oh yeah.
this song actually. Can you turn down your volume?
Somebody's
Thanks,
got to turn their
There we
shit
go.
down.
Keith, stop ruining everything.
There we go. Yeah, that's good.
I can only hear you. I can't hear anything else.
Oh, you can't hear the other guys?
No, I can't hear anything else. Just you and me.
Oh.
Are
Wait.
you stoned, Keith?
Okay.
I was
Keep
hoping
going.
he was gonna answer.
Lost Without Light was I was actually really sick for a few months with the illness we couldn't figure out. And I lost all my energy. I basically couldn't walk for a while. I couldn't work. I had really bad brain fog. And I couldn't play guitar. But one of the only things, I think it was the first, yeah, it was one of the only things I could play at that time. I had started writing this song, and it was kind of the sound of me like deteriorating. And so it kind of has this like, a lot of the main parts sound kind of sad, and to me like the sound of just like losing yourself. And then Keith's lyrics ended up really like working with that. They're pretty solemn.
That's such a
So a
gnarly story, dude.
little bit about the drums on this one. This was really hard for me to write the drums to, and I actually pre-programmed for pre-production, I think 2 different versions, and then what I ended up actually recording on the album was completely different, and I was still trying to figure out the parts. And Keith actually didn't have the vocals written before I recorded the drums. and just how weird this song was. It was really hard for me to figure out what is the part that's actually supposed to be. Am I going to step on the vocals? But I didn't know what they were going to be. But I think it came out great. So
yeah, this song was completely done without any real vocal thing for the verse part, right?
I think this is the song I'm most proud of. Keith, Sean was talking about it was hard to write drums because he didn't have the vocals at first, but you ended up really making it work.
I do love this part. This is the song
I can hear
that has this is the song that has those heavy bass breaks in it too that I really love during the verse part.
The single
Oh
long
my God.
note,
Dude, that completes this entire song. It was just like long fucking bass notes. It's so fucking rad.
I distinctly remember that like didn't exist, but then you recorded it that way, and I heard the recording, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so much madder like that.
We also got to bring up that Keith heavily used megaphone, an actual megaphone, to record the vocals on that album. And I have the question for him if he's going to bring the megaphone on stage with him.
Keith, Sean asked if he said that you used a lot of megaphone on this album, and he's wondering if you're going to bring the megaphone on stage. Oh, shit.
This is the one I used, actually.
Get him the.
No, it was funny because like I kept trying to
Get him
like.
to talking to it.
I wanted to get like a cool megaphone effect, and like Sean and I were like, kind of going back and forth, like trying different EQ settings and stuff like that. And I came across one day, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try it out. And I just had a field day just playing around with it. I was like, this thing's awesome. Like no matter how much tweaking you do and stuff like that, you can't get that same.
Can you give us a little bit, Keith?
Get him to sing something.
This thing's pretty cheap, but if you put it right up on the mic, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, guys.
That's the sound.
And it sounds like shit right now. The battery's probably going bad.
Keith, do you want to say anything about Awaken to This Light?
Awaken to This Light. Yeah, honestly, that was the last. That was one of the. I think that was actually the last song that I recorded, and the song wasn't really connecting with me. It was just kind of like, it was one that I had to like think about a little more. It was like I needed to kind of make it something I would like. You know what I mean? That not to say that like there was anything wrong with it or anything like that. It was just like I was having trouble kind of getting going with it, and so. At that point, I'd already recorded all the other tracks, so I just got creative with it and went a whole different route than I would normally go, I guess, on it. And I ended up like really liking the song. So that's kind of my goal. Like usually, if there's a song that it's not like my favorite, it doesn't hit me like right from the start. I feel like it's my mission to like make it almost my best song,
Yeah.
And
Keith, your lead is about to start right now.
Nice.
So, by the way,
I can't hear it, but
cool thing to point out is that this was
my first solo on a Rising.
All right. Yeah, Sean, you want to take it away? What are you gonna
so
say?
for this whole section in our first demos was really low key. Not upbeat, and we completely reworked it and decided as a concept everybody gets a solo. So there's a bass solo, Keith gets a solo, he's not even a guitar player, Tim gets a solo, Danny gets a solo, and it's just freaking epic shred fest.
This solo right now is actually Sean. Most people, we don't tell most people that, but it's true.
And I use a 12-string guitar, acoustic guitar here in the background. Borrowed it from our buddy Dave Gold of Ed Force One. He's awesome. Thank you, Dave. We got a question. What band or bands would you like to tour with? From Scott.
Dude, Iron Maiden.
Like ideally? Yeah, right. Like Maiden for sure.
He said Maiden. Yes.
I would. Shit. Anybody, man. I just want to be out there. Get me out with Guar.
What?
We'd work out
Winter
great.
Sun.
Yeah, Maiden would be like the ultimate.
Who would you like to see us out with?
Yeah, let us know.
That's the question.
Keith, who do you want to tour with?
Gojira.
Shit, dude, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Voices
I don't know,
of Ruin?
man.
Voices of Ruin.
Voices of Ruin,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah. I don't know.
You know, it'd be
Really
sick,
thought
man.
about
Tour with
I totally thought
Cerebellion. Cerebellion, Heavy Justice, freaking Voices of Ruin.
I hope somebody else is talking right now.
Yeah, Tim jumped in.
Hell yeah, dude, that would be the shit. That show will happen soon.
Oh, Scott
But-
said Megadeth maybe or Gojira. I'm down for those two.
I said Gojira.
I love
Sure.
those bands.
Let's make it happen.
This song in particular, I cannot wait to play live. I know it's kind of a long song, but so some bands would probably steer away from playing such a long song live. But
The ending is a super live ending though. Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
hell yeah.
ending so much.
this
Yeah.
is going to be the giant circle pit song, and then everybody hugging and making out during the solos, and
It's
then
kind of
circle pit
upbeat
again.
for a circle pit, but yeah, one of my friends said this was his favorite track on the album. So that's rad because this is one of the tracks we hadn't released as a single. So this is the first time we're getting any feedback on it. So yeah, let us know what you think.
And there's also one more track coming up at the end that we have not released as a single yet.
Truth.
Uh-oh.
Stay tuned.
David Mann is into this song.
Who's that guy?
This is the one that got him into it. Rick wants to see us tour Baby Metal.
Thank you, Ben. Shout out to Ben. He likes all the songs. All right, Virtual Deception.
So this is another one that was part of our 2017 singles that we released, and we've played it a ton of times live. We actually thought we could make it a little bit more energetic after we have played it so much, and we actually sped it up from the single, and I just got way more nuts on the drums, doing a lot more drum fills. Everybody seemed to like that in the band.
We changed one of the
I
drum
haven't-
parts too, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that. but-
Right here, it used to be Tom's again.
Oh, right, yeah.
This-
Now it's
then-
a real drum beat with a snare drum.
Rick
One of my
said,
favorite
this is the most epic video, he says. Sorry, Tom. Go ahead.
one of my favorite memories from recording was we decided we'd give a shot of having Danny just improvise solos on loop. And I was sitting there, and I think it was about the 10th solo where I was like, that's it. And Danny like looked up at me and was like, really? And then stopped, played it back a couple times. He's like, I do like that one. Yeah, I think that's it. And he's like, I think I can do it better. And it was like, that was the take too on the first single, was like the one that he improvised. It's the kind of guitar player he is. He can pull that stuff off.
Yeah, and then
Big
so yeah,
shot.
even when we recorded it, we re-recorded the song, but I still played it the same. I mean, I embellished it a little bit, but it's pretty much the same as the original.
It's a good solo.
Thank you. Joe says that Tim and Sean need to grow out beards when we start playing shows again.
We'll see.
For sure.
How else are we gonna be beard metal? Two of the guys
Tim-
gonna have beards.
Tim,
I don't know. Can
Tim
you
might
do that,
Tim might look pretty disturbing.
But I can't hear whatever you're saying right now, so.
There's Danny. Tell Keith to get the photo of me and the beard. It's on our Instagram.
Tim might look. Tim,
Yeah.
Tim, can you grow a beard?
I grow a goatee, man. That's it.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Oh, ZZ Rising, yeah.
Well, that idea is gone.
ZZ right.
Keith, Tim asked if you can find the photo where you put beards on him from like a long time ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
It's on Keith's Instagram.
I
Somebody- I remember somebody-
on the chat. I dropped it right there.
Somebody thought it was like real, like something like Tim's road beard, and somebody commented like, "Whoa, like looking good," something like that. That's awesome. If that person is in the chat, I'm sorry for making fun of you. You're awesome. Thanks for being rad.
Yeah, Karina said she heard the old version, but this is the best. Yeah, we did a little better. It came out like a lot more powerful, I think. Partially just the production got better.
Hey, if I remember,
reality, sorry, go on.
I will go. I think we started playing it live at a faster tempo, and that's what made us realize, like, oh man, I think I remember me and you, Kevin, were like, oh my god, like this is like this makes the song so much better. Like,
that's
few BPM
literally
faster.
exactly what I was just gonna say, and it wasn't even like that many more BPM. Like, what did we raise it
just
like
5
2 or
BPM?
Yeah, or like
just a
2
few,
or 3
I
or
think.
something weird.
Yeah, it's probably like 3%, 4% faster. Not a lot, but
we all
made a big difference though.
But we also changed the way that we were like attacking the notes and everything.
That's a question for Keith if we have time.
Keith, why was that one called Virtual Deception?
Why was it called Virtual Deception?
Yeah.
It's basically just about like technology, just kind of like taking over your thoughts, taking over life, and deceiving you. From thinking you're getting something out of nothing, basically. That's the gist of it.
Ask Keith to comment on Worth and Wisdom.
All right, Keith,
Like,
we're on Worth and Wisdom now. Can you tell us about that one?
Oh yeah, so Worth and Wisdom. That was one that I kind of like. There's sorry, I'm like behind, but I'm seeing Tim's weird picture. Worth and Wisdom, yeah. That was one that I kind of. It was very melodic, and I came up with a pretty cool, different, melody to it. And this song is pretty personal to me. It's about my aunt who suffers from dementia and Alzheimer's. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of, pay tribute to her and, and have it on the album. And I think it turned out pretty cool. It's got some contrast too, because your riffs are, it's like a story. It's got like the happy parts, and then it's got kind of like the more somber parts too.
Yeah.
So I like how the song turned out. It's not too long, it's a good length, and it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I love
chorus
this
is so
song.
good.
I love what you did with this, Keith. I think it has some of the catchiest melodies, and this was I think the only song where my working title ended up being the actual title too. Keith made it work with Worth and Wisdom, and
I think this is a great last song, like a great cap on the album.
yeah,
I was worried that it wasn't gonna be like not super heavy enough and everything like that, but I'm like, it's pretty fucking epic, and this song is a goddamn earworm.
yeah, I love it.
For sure.
This chord progression right here kind of reminds me of like House of the Rising Sun. It's a little bit similar, but a different key. And then the chorus, that riff, it reminds me of kind of like doo-wop, the progression. If you listen to it and think of it as this like kind of 50s swing thing, you might hear it a little bit.
Yeah,
better.
it's like weirdly familiar, and like the 50s melodies, but like with this metal element kind of mixed in, and it's probably one of my favorites too. And I'm a sucker for anything 3/4 with the swing feel, and it's got that. And then Keith too, it's got
6/8.
this like 6/8.
Ah!
Triplets.
Hey man,
Yeah,
Triplets.
Triplet vibe.
we're all
Triplet.
suckers for 6/8, dude.
I
Go on
think
with your thought, man.
Keith's vocal, he's kind of got like this longing quality to it that draws you in, and that's kind of like an intangible where I don't think it's something that can be easily pulled off, and it draws me in to come back to listen to this song.
That's a cool thing to point out, man. I never thought about that. This chorus is so good, man. Oh my god. Love it. I wish Keith could hear that.
Everyone's saying how much they love your vocals, Keith. You crushed it.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the only song. Is this the only song with no screams in it? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is the only song
wow.
that doesn't have like heavy vocals on it. So that's cool to have that, contrast.
And I can't believe this album's
I
almost
think Destined
over.
For Despair has the most.
It is over in like 20 seconds, dude.
It's not long enough. We gotta add more.
Alright, the song is almost done. And we made it to the end. Right there. Hey, I'm gonna sound the party horn. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for listening with us.
Hey, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink to
Oh
that.
shit. Song's starting again.
Man, that went by like so fast. I'm surprised.
So yeah, as you could hear, the album like really changes tone from the beginning with
me.
Thanatos. It's like super heavy and crushing, and it ends upbeat. And what I like is I feel like it takes you there. Like it's not just like, whoa, what the fuck, two really different things. It's like gradually kind of gets you there. And for me, that's kind of like what the artwork's all about, where you have like the darker Thanatos guy, and over time something brighter like the Phoenix can come up and help you be reborn. So
Hell yeah.
that was the album. Let us know what you think. And we got to do a giveaway.
Yeah, let us know, like, if you're just hearing some of those songs for the first time and stuff like that. If and what you thought of the new things, or what you like best, what you don't like. Mostly just talk about not liking Tim's guitar solos or Keith's vocals.
Heavy Justice says
say nothing about the drums or bass would be appreciated.
Oh man.
fantastic flow, gentlemen. Outstanding. Will
Thank
says,
you
I'm not
kindly.
being a teacher right now. Be more fun. I'm trying, Will. Who are you, William Taylor? It's not one of my students, I don't think.
William keeps trying to talk to Keith.
It's Willie.
Oh, it's Willie.
Ow!
William.
Oh,
Will I
fuck
am.
off, Willie.
William. Is that his last
Couldn't have
name,
put that
Taylor?
together.
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
His dad owns Taylor Guitars.
Are you serious?
And-
no.
And his brother used to be in our band.
So who has a trivia
No,
question?
nobody?
So we could do a giveaway.
I thought you already had one.
I do have one. Should I ask it?
Oh yeah. Oh, we lost Keith again.
I'm
Oh,
trying
we
to
got
be
him.
nice. Some people. Hey James, thanks for hanging out, man. He said number 4 was his favorite. Track 4. Which one is that? That is
Lost in a Dream, I
Lost in a
think.
Dream. Yeah, it's got a catchy chorus. Also, Heavy Justice likes number 4. Willie is just fucking with me. Thank you, Willie.
Did Carly just get here a second ago?
No, Carly's been here, dude.
No. Yeah.
Has she?
Yeah, she got
Oh,
here. like,
damn
at
it.
the
I'm
start.
sorry. I missed you. Hey, Carly.
All right, here's the trivia question. Which track was completely written and recorded by... No, that's not how I wanted to ask it. Eternity's Door, the interlude, track number 5. Who wrote and recorded that whole song? Which band member?
In the comments, go.
In the comments. It's 1
gonna
out of
get-
5. And if no one gets it, then they suck. Oh, Karina got it. It's Keith
Karina got it.
and Rick, but Karina got it first. And
Quick fingers,
Carly,
Karina.
Karina already has a vinyl coming to her,
yo, Alexis,
so we can give her something else.
Hop Dog, James. These people were paying attention.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Where's Hot Dog? Oh, KH.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, well, we can either give Karina another vinyl or or something or a different piece of merch.
Yeah,
or she can defer to the next person that doesn't have a piece of vinyl or merch.
I think the top
Piece of merch.
couple people had it, but yeah, I don't know. She could just take any piece of merch she wants.
Just Karina, tell us what you want, and we got
Watch
you.
her pick the extra large size banner. It's like 10 feet tall or something.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger house.
So yeah, congrats, Karina. You're a round of applause. You got it. We'll message you later. And wait, was that our pianist in the background, Tim?
Pianist? Did she?
Yes, it
Did
was.
she finally? She showed up with the beer.
No, she she got Popeyes instead and didn't get beer.
All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Do you guys want to say anything before we wrap up?
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. And the new album is out. We appreciate all of you actually buying it, and we're super stoked. We can't keep buying them. I'll keep sending them out. We got signed copies. We have regular copies. It sounds fucking awesome, and we're super stoked on it. So
Wait, do any of you guys have your vinyl to show so they could see what it actually looks like? I have mine
can-
here.
I got
I
mine
can
right
grab.
here.
Mine's just right off to the side of me. Hold on.
Here's one thing you got to keep in. Actually, here I'll show you how it looks. So we have the cover here. It's a matte finish. There's the back. Keith's got his copy.
Dude, Keith looks really nice.
There's a full lyric insert where you could jam along to all the lyrics. There's a black sleeve because black is metal.
I had to take mine off of the.
And then
So you can see the red. You can see the red.
yeah,
But
that
now
looks
it's
good.
not. Now it's not red. Now it's red. See the red? Now it's not red.
So yeah, you'll see that every vinyl looks different. So if you get yours and it's kind of more black or more red, just like hold it up to a light and then
Like
you'll
mine.
see like, oh shit, there's actually cool color in there.
This one's a little darker. Mine's a little darker.
If you get one that's really red, it's like a sparkly collector card. Like it's worth more money, and I might buy it from you. So call me up. Mine's kind of dark.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Oh, Heavy Justice asked, does it sound better on vinyl? Keith, have you spun it yet?
I have, but unfortunately, I have one of the record players with the built-in speakers, so I need to upgrade.
Doesn't sound better on Keith's
So I couldn't
vinyl
say
player.
for certain. I don't
All
have
right.
the ultimate set.
Yeah, you're gonna have to actually buy it and test the
pretty bad.
sound.
It's pretty cool to have.
All right, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Keep following us on Instagram and Facebook to get all our updates and stream the album, buy it, and we can't wait to see you again.
Thanks,
Peace.
everybody.
That's it.
Love you.